Hey everybody, today we're going to learn how to make very simple friendship bracelets. So all you're going to need is, I have embroidery floss. You can use yarn, cord, whatever, and we're just going to do some basic knot work. I pre-cut this already. How I usually do these, I take one string and then wrap it around my wrist 3 times, and then give a little bit of extra room. Because as you're knotting, it's going to get shorter and shorter, so you want to make sure that you have enough. So then to get started, just do a simple overhand knot. Leave like a good inch or two at the end so you can tie it on. There we go. Pull that tight. And then I'll usually use like a clipboard. You can just use a piece of tape and hold this down so you can start working. Or if you're like me, when I was like 9, I tied it to my big toe and just stretched out my legs.
Seems like that would be hard on circulation.
It was good stretching. You could take a break every once in a while. Like, I was a weird kid. And to all the weird kids out there, if you're weird, that's cool with me. Keep being weird. Alright, so you can do as many colors as you want. It'll just get thicker as you go. You can see this one, there's 4 different colors. That's the thickness of 4 strands here. So if you did like 8 colors, it would be twice as wide. But to get started with this one, separate your colors and then take the first 2, and you can pick whichever order you want, but you want to try to be consistent, or you can play around and have different patterns and stuff going on. And you'll see what I mean in a bit here. So take your first 2 strands and then make a figure 4 with the first one over the second one. Some people call it a figure L. You can see it's this shape here. As long as this comes over, and then you take this and then go under that second strand and pull that through and then tighten that up. And then you're going to want to be consistent about the way that you're holding this. Like if you're pulling this through and then holding it to the right, you're going to want to do that for all of your stitches to make that like diagonal pattern on here. And then for each one you do of these, you want to do it twice on each strand. That's going to secure the knot. So you want to do that same thing again. Pull that through and up. And then I usually just leave these off to the side, and you're going to want to do each other color. So we'll go black over gold, do that same thing, make your figure 4, come through, pull that. Like I said, make sure that's always going the right way for consistency's sake. Do that. And then one last time here for the black one. If I'm going too fast, you can rewind and watch the first couple strands I did. But you probably got the hang of it. Tighten that up. Oops. Right, that'll happen. No big deal. Just re-secure it. And then make sure all your cords are in the right order if that does happen. So yeah, it was blue, gold, green. So then you just do the same thing over and over here. So you go from blue to gold. That's your starting point here. If I can get my life together. There we go. Then just do the same thing. Make sure to pull it to the right. I'm left-handed, so I'm naturally inclined to just pull to the left. I'm biased. So once you've gotten it to the length that you want, this is a little bit smaller than what would fit my wrist, but it would probably fit yours if you're a kid or a normal size adult, which I'm not. Once you get to the end, it's pretty simple. Basically what you did over here, you're just going to do an overhand knot, tie all 4 loops or however many loops you decided to do. Pull that through and knot that off. You try to get it as close as you can to the last set of knots you did with the strands. And then all you need to do is tie it on. Just tie knots every which way. That's a little uneven, but readjust. There we go. A little friendship bracelet.